Mpenkoni, you want the Nazarap? Mpenkoni. I know a lot of you guys, or even myself, we've seen these cars being driven by parliamentarians, government people. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to go ahead and dive in and see what makes this car the ultimate car for the seniors in this country. My name is Mutsinzi Emmanuel, and I'm privileged to be bringing to you once again Get Verified, where we take you on a thrilling ride through the automotive industry of Uganda. And today, this is what we are spotlighting at 2024, a LandCruiser Prado. Now let's get some specifics about it, and let's dive into what makes this car the ultimate verified car for you to drive. Now, having had a little bit of experience with the Land Cruisers and been in a ZX, you know, all those kinds of vehicles, they have a maximum luxury feel and capacity with them. But there was a big shift when Land Cruiser decided to do this rugged what should I say, back to boys boys to men. They wanted to give us a throwback to the times, to the actual original Land Cruisers, when they were all about power and also managing rough terrain. So that's why you have a more basic dashboard, but also it's a mix of new technology, but largely still giving you that bold and ancient kind of ruggedness towards the Land Cruiser. And now let me share a little bit of history in regards to the Land Cruiser. Now, like I'd like to say, it's always good to know a little bit of history about these cars. Now, the Land Cruiser story dates back to the 1950s, when Toyota began building rugged vehicles designed for tough environments. Over the years, the Land Cruiser evolved into multiple models, including the Prado, a more refined, family-friendly version that still maintains a strong off-road capability. Today, the Prado continues to carry the legacy of durability and reliability, making it one of the most respected SUVs worldwide, and particularly here in Africa. Now today, this beautiful LandCruiser Prado is a vehicle that blends both rugged capability with modern design. An interior that features a bold and boxy design inspired by the classic LandCruiser models. Raised ground clearance about 215 millimeters, allowing it to handle rough terrain with ease. Strong body lines and a commanding road presence. Modular bumper design for easier repair in case of damage. You can definitely see the space between the front bumper all the way to the radiator. The design combines heritage with modern styling, making it both practical and visually appealing. Welcome back, of course, from that history. Let's dive a little bit more into the aesthetics of this car. You have a beautiful premium leather seating right here that is well aerated. I will not say it has maximum luxury premium features, but it gets the job done. It gives you that urban feel. It gives you a solid sitting structure, but yeah, also a sense of luxury to it. Here we have a bit of storage. As you can see, this is not a cool box, but more storage for you to keep a couple of stuff in there. You have your cup holders. You do have also a wireless charger, and also you have 3 driving modes that you have available for this car, and that is if you want to go to various terrains. Now, the center console gives off masculine vibes, or a masculine look. Very bold, dark colors, or dark accents as you would like to call them. Also, you have up to 3 options of charging with USB-C type chargers, an HDMI port. Your audio control is way up in here, and also you have a 360 view of the entire car. That is by just switching on this 360 camera view, you're able to have a full 360. Now, they're bringing back these knobs for us to actually have a feel. When you are switching on your SC, you want to have an actual feel of buttons. But also, it doesn't limit to us having a solid touchscreen infotainment system right here with your music controls, climate control, drive recorder, trip information. Of course, you don't get massaging and heated seats, but you can have a well aerated car system, of course. Now, that is as basic as it comes. Let's see if we have any more further storage here. This is as much storage as you are going to get here. The rest is, of course, for security features, where you have up to 7 airbags in this car, and just a premium leather feel across this dashboard. Now, also, when you talk about your steering, you have a heated steering, and this heated steering, of course, has all your multi-functional controls right here. You can control your audio system, you can control your traction control, you can also control your cruise controls right here. Now, that is as basic as it gets up in here. The rest now, it's going to leave up to us to have a drive experience of this vehicle. But last but not least, we also have a sunroof up here that opens to give you that fresh air from outside when you are driving on the highway. Just have that extra luxury touch to it. So yeah, not much else up here, so you don't have an option for where you can put your shades or something like that, but you have a digital back view mirror that can just be flipped over with a switch of a button, or you can have it into a recording mode and have a capacity to record. Now, I want to see how does it feel to sit in the back of this car as the VIP that is being transported across this city. You still get premium stitching across this entire vehicle, all the way to the back seats, but also the splash leather in the armrests on the side, of course, goes across. Legroom is fine, the headroom is also fine. Basically, it's a car you want to just have some time for yourself after a very busy meeting, or on your way to a meeting to prepare, your speech, the I have a dream speech. It gives you a quiet cabin, of course, where you can you don't have to hear and be part of the bustle and hustle of the city. But basic as it is, it's quite comfortable. You can have up to 3 seats, 3 passengers in the back here. But of course, for luxury, you just want to have your 2 people. Not only that, you also have a bit of climate control for yourself, where you can adjust your AC, and also you have 2 charging ports right here. Those are C-type, and also a knob for extra charging options. This car is not limited to only 5 passengers, but it can have space up to 7 passengers. So let's take a look into the back of this car. How many seats, or if with no seats, what's the capacity that you can have? I love the bold lines of this car, by the way. It gives you those good vibes. Soft touch. Will open up this back, give you access to the 7 seats that you can see right here. Very, very premium stuff. But also point to note, these seats, you just manually have to lay them back, and this will give you an extra storage space for those suitcases on your way to the village and wherever you want to be going. So yeah, extra cup holders on the side, very easy to access back. And also, you don't have to strain so much, just a push of a button and your back is closed just like that. Very beautiful car right here.
Our maintenance tip for the day is all about the cooling system of the car. And for the cooling system of the car, we can talk about the radiator, the coolant tank, the coolant itself, and the warning lights on the cluster that may lead to the warnings that you see. Either the car is overheating, top up coolant level low, and other warnings that may be different on different car brands, be it the Range Rovers, the Subarus, the Mercedes-Benz, the Volkswagens, the Land Rovers. Coolant is really a key point in a way that overheating may cause further damages on the engine. The advice I would give to avoid the other damages on the engine or the expensive costs on maintenance and repairs, please take note before you drive out the car. Once you start it in the morning and it warns, you can stop the engine from running, top up the coolant, so that you prevent the other expense that is usually big. Next on that, if it is warning in a way that it says top up coolant and you've topped up, reaching work, it's still asking for another top up, that is another point to talk about now. That's a leakage in the coolant, in the cooling system. And common leakages are usually either on the coolant tank, the radiator, the water pump, and the view, basically. Visit a workshop in case you've noticed you're topping up coolant now and then. Reaching home, you top up. Going to work, you top up. Almost every day you're topping up coolant. That may require you to visit a workshop to check on what system is not working as it should. Is it the water pump? Is it the radiator? Is it the thermostat? Is it the coolant tank or the coolant itself? Is it the base coolant or you're just using the normal water? And on that point of normal water, water has a specific capacity that is not as good as that in the coolant. That's why most car brands with their specific engines recommend coolant, not water. Though they also say if you're to put 5 liters of coolant, add 1 liter of water. That's also a note.
Let's take this baby for a test drive. All right, let's power this bad boy on. Once you power this bad boy on, you already feel the ease. You know, one thing, it seems like when you're driving a big car, it's easy to think that it's hard to steer. But look at how I'm steering this car. I'm going to actually use one finger and just steer this entire beast. And it's very maneuverable, very easy to work with. As much as it's also tall, but it feels very grounded. Now, just for a quick teaser, let's test how this feels. Wow, this car is a beast waiting to just take off. I've seen them in what are those things called? Protocol convoys. I've seen these cars in convoys and guys are usually speeding them quite really fast. But I could understand it is as powerful as it looks. Mananga, I forgot safety. Don't be like me. Always make sure you have applied your safety and you are well tucked in. These cars are very sensitive in terms of safety. You have an active guidance system here that shows you exactly where your tires are best on the road. You can have a 360 feel in real time of this vehicle. So you definitely take it, but with those, you are paying for those premium features, being able to have access to such kind of information. You have your driving assists that are constantly giving you those alarms and whistles and telling you where your tires are, at what point of the road you are, the nearest collision point. And yes, you definitely get a feel for your money. I always just like to feel how quick it picks up, its pickup speed. And once more, I enjoy doing this, guys. I enjoy doing this. So it's one thing to talk about cars, but it's another to actually feel these cars. So are we ready? Let me just shoot off a little bit. Woo! Woo, 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 woo! That is power, raw power right there, people. Raw power, raw power. I hope you can be able to show them this real-time view of all the tires. Whatever move I make on the tires, this car shows you exactly where your tires are, the positioning, how far you are from the car next to you, or any object that stands in your path. It keeps giving you those warnings, and the sensors just light up. So very safe. You have your airbags, up to 7 airbags in this car, giving you quite a bit of protection in case of an emergency. The sensors do a good job. You have your anti-collision warnings. Yes, now that's what it actually feels like. So if you are out there and you're wondering what it actually feels like to drive this car, I think I've brought the experience a little bit closer to home. So you can have this bad boy for 300 million Ugandan shillings. And of course, we've shared information about the engine. It's quite practical, it's quite reliable, and also built to manage multiple terrains. I can literally steer this car with just one finger. That is how smooth the steering of this car is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you would like to take home this bad boy. Hit us up and we'll see if we can even negotiate a bit of a discount for you. This car is going for 300 million Ugandan shillings and it is available at Yuasa. I want to send a big shout out to Yuasa for giving us an opportunity to enjoy, to give you an experience so that you can be part of the thrill of what this automotive industry in Uganda has for you. Not forgetting, of course, Yoka Head Studio is on this production right here, and I'm privileged to have worked with these guys who are amazing at what they do, and OJ Gideon, of course, for the editing, and of course the entire team at Magic UBC. Until next Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Every single weekend we have a beautiful car that we are spotlighting. My name is Mutsinzi Emmanuel. Until next Sunday.